10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
I'm not
5
crazy
seconds
about the puck
remaining.
just because you do have the DK for it. Just give me Alina.
Dire team ban.
Anti-mage.
Okay. Something a little different. As long as he plays it active, it's fine. And you know you've got a DP that's going to be getting people down low, and then AM can come in for the cleanup. I mean, their lockdown is all single target right now.
10 seconds
It's going to be like Quap, Agshard, or Orchid, which is pretty bad.
5
So Agshard on
seconds
Quap,
remaining.
that's the only thing that's going to prevent the counter spell.
Radiant team ban.
It means you have to commit so heavy.
I don't think this is actually as good of a lane as what they think the anti-mage is going to be. I'm pretty sure you can play around it with the... As long as you have a stun into Illuminate, then AM's going to take a lot of damage. It's going to rely on whatever their 5 is, more than likely the Death Prophet, to be scouting out the Keeper of the Light's positioning, because AM needs to know when a blast is being charged up, and DK will have some mana to play with. It's going to go Soul Ring in this lane. Coddle can give him the Chakra as well to get that stun, and that's all they need. And we've seen, like, it is a good lane combo. Dragon Tail into Illuminate does a lot of damage, so I think the lane can go poorly if they misplay it. I think this is all on the Death Prophet just to be keeping tabs on where the Coddle is positioned.
Do they still just Lashrak here?
5 seconds
I mean, I feel like it's fine against the Quap. DK, you have something else that's going to be able to damage him. Coddle, it's a little annoying, but it's not too bad. And you've already got the anti-mage on your side, so you don't really need to worry about that. I'm talking about Execration, by the way.
What about Patriots? Let's look at them. They got the 23rd pick. Is there a carry that you feel like can win them this game?
Monkey King. Good way to cancel out Shackles. Good lane against the Mars. As long as you're inside your Wukongs, you don't care about anti-mage busting down your mana. You can man fight into it pretty effectively. You have long sustain to be able to counter out a DP. You've got a couple of stuns. You've got an Ogre to buff you up. Give me the
10
Monkey
seconds
King.
remaining.
Just worried about their Wukong control. Coddle can go into Ignas Vadus.
I speak for the trees.
This is another avenue that Eastern European teams like to do, is that if you don't feel like you can full 5-on-5 fight, don't. Go for the rat plays. Go for something a little bit different.
I think Puck and Lesh are both heavily enabled. Like a priority is increased now with the Furion getting picked up. I think you have to have wave clear. And they are both Butcher Travels carriers, and that is definitely the route you want to go down when you see a Nature's Prophet.
The thing is, they need to go Boots of Travel. Nature's Prophet can just go Orchid, though, into this, and it would lock down, more notably, the Puck in that sort of situation. You wouldn't want to be building a Yule Scepter on the Puck this game, and it'd be good for catching out the Anti-Mage, but I don't know, like, just the damage on Execration feels so much more overwhelming in my eyes, right? Like, even early on, Anti-Mage is able to turn up and do something against 3 Int heroes with the Mana Void, Coddle, Quap, and Nature's Prophet. And I guess Ogre's Int as well, right? But doesn't really feel like it. I would prefer the Lesh rather than the Puck. Or would I? I might prefer the Puck. I'm just worried about him getting Orchided, that's all. And you don't want to build a Yules and you don't want to build a BKB.
Do you reckon Furion's going to go Orchid this game, though?
Imber Spirit.
No, I meant the Puck. I meant the Puck. Like, would need to build... Oh, sorry, did you say the Furion's going to go Orchid?
Yeah.
I think you kind of need to, just because it favors the right clickers a bit more, and he certainly is one of those. And against an anti-mage, you need some sort of way to be able to immediately lock him down. And if they went down the avenue of a Puck, you could actually look to kill it, right? Because up until this point, you might be able to get the Dragon Tail onto him, but I don't think they have the follow-up damage to be able to kill Puck. But it's an Ember Spirit anyway. Going to be able to deal somewhat reasonably with the Treants coming through. You've got another way to have lockdown for the Speedy Coddle plus the Queen of Pain, just with your Searing Chains. You're going to be able to avoid a lot of the things like the Ogre Magi spells just through Sleight, through Remnant. So really the only hero that you're worried about in this game is the DK.
Can they swap lanes on Patriots and go like NP Ogre into the AM Death Prophet, or even consider a tri-lane?
I wouldn't hate it. What? Let me check what Death Prophet's starting armor is. Like 3.3. I was just thinking, like, with the Blightstone, maybe you could just look to harass the DP out when she's level 1 and only has the 1 point in the Spirit Siphon. It could certainly be an option. What would the other lane then be? Mars, Shaman into... I already forget what the other one is.
DK Coddle, yeah.
I feel like that's not the easiest thing for Shaman, though. Yeah, I wouldn't hate to see the swap.
I think he gives them some flex potential, like in regard to how they set the lanes up. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm at the moment, you got the little charging down bottom on the Dragon Knight. But how do we feel about the last pick, Ember? You a fan of it? I know we were both kind of mentioning the puck and the Leshrac to help deal with the side lanes.
I feel like it's okay. Like they've just got overwhelming everything. What's he laughing at?
I'm just laughing at Bob saying, "Hey,
At Shoppy." Obviously he feels like the Ember is a fine enough matchup against the Quap. I mean, her armor's decent for armor, so the Sleight of Fist spam isn't going to be quite as devastating. But
30 seconds to battle.
I think the only way that Patriots are going to win this is if somehow they get a fight that is not right next to the Radiant Tier 1 bot tower, which I think is unlikely just because you've got a Coddle that's going to naturally shove out lanes even if you don't really want to. And then, you know, TP in with that Blightstone, get a lot of early kills and use that to snowball from there. But otherwise, I think Execration got it.
let's go, Patriots!"
The battle begins.
Yeah, I think Execration got it as well.
That's what I thought. I mean, when you call them bots in the previous game, you can't come back from that.
Dude. Oh, man. I'm going to avoid that. I will not explain myself. We're moving on to this game.
Someone has bet 100,010 channel points on Execration.
Was that you?
I'm betting 100,011 on it right now, so it could be number one.
It's kind of cringe, honestly. Trying to flex on everyone.
Look, you're just jealous that you don't have as many points from right predictions as I do. By the way, where is my reward
Yeah,
for
I know,
the,
I know. I think about it.
You know, Tino's taken a bit of damage, by the way, on this top side. You need to get serious.
What, me or Tino? What?
You. I do like the fact that he's got the Ring of Protection to be able to start out. You know, a lot of the times people would go double gauntlets of strength, but you know, Mars only has 2 armor to start off, so he definitely don't want to be getting down to 0 mana against someone like a Nature's Prophet that's just so effective at harassing out a lane.
Oh no, Tino. Get out! Okay, he's gonna block him off. Nicely done. First blood picked up from Jikroy. You love to see it. Furion getting the bonus gold. So it's gonna very much help them out in the lane. Bottom looking at the moment. Nothing crazy, of course. Early times. Palace is already level 2, but you do see Dire trying to spam out their abilities as early as possible. Back up the top, though, is UK. Trying to stand his ground in man fight. Jikroy getting the right clicks pumping out, and they get another kill, and now with the level 2s. Ignite's still cooldown for another 5 seconds. If they can get... Wait, hang on. That's the opposite direction.
You know, that's the wrong way, my friend. Behind enemy lines. Oh, he gets away. All right.
Yeah, well, it's just so funny. We're both like, hang on a second. You can't...
Hold on. Have a quick look at UK. Look at his stash. Completely filled. I mean, the courier's got 6
Oh,
they're getting another kill.
That's why it's stash full. He doesn't want to be killed off like that. Gonna get all the items once he hits back to the lane, but yeah, like you said, they'll get the kill on Tino. So a nice return kill to Jikroy's Love and Life. 2-0-1. Couldn't have a better start.
Decent for the Nature's Prophet. I mean, the issue is still going to be when the team fights eventually do happen, right? Like, you might just argue that Jikroy is going to be able to wait and then just use the teleportation to get on the correct side of the arena, but that can oftentimes mean that he's just kind of left out to dry, completely away from the rest of the team.
Dual mid lane, Bob's going to be killed off. Long die with a solo kill. That was a crazy branch. Is he going to survive? Bottle sips. He's got, yeah, he'll be fine. He's got Selv if needed. I don't think it is. 2 points in Shadow Strike, and he's not going to tick. Wowzers.
My thanks.
Nice tree from Roberto.
Let's go, Roberto. Top lane, Shanks. Nice body blocks from Jikroy, but he's got to be cautious. They're going to get the ignite over on Tino, so the slow will prevent... Oh, he still gets a spear. Actually runs into the tree line, so much easier for Tino to get that connection. And he slams the shield down as well. It was only level 1 God's Rebuke, but enough from Tino to secure it.
Definitely want to see UK prioritizing his mana regen up in this lane. He's holding all of his mana regen in his backpack right now, and he's just hit up onto that big level 3 timing. Huge boost in damage potential coming through from the ignite. And especially with a lot of these treants, you tend to push out the lane just that little bit quicker. It means that you're always going to be able to get that double hit with the ignite onto. It selects the closest target to whoever the primary target is for the ignite. It's not random.
Hello? One more right click. Yo! Not gonna get it though. They are having a pretty good lane down bottom.
Oh, Lim, is he gonna snipe?
One more right click, he does, and Palos! Oh no! Well, there you go.
Did he walk into that Illuminate? I didn't see. Let me have a look at the death summary. He did. He took 118 damage from the Illuminate.
Well, kind of... We haven't really seen the drag. I didn't see the early start of the lane. I've been watching it a little bit now. It hasn't been the Dragon Talent to Illuminate. He's just been spamming the Q, and Death Prophet honestly hasn't been getting any vision of the Coddle, which kind of was saying was the big X factor for them to be able to play this lane. Is Palace is trying to man fight, but is this Soul Ring or did he go Treads? Top lane, Tino. Been walking back to the safety of the tower. Maybe alright.
On who are we talking about?
On DK. I think it's Treads.
Going into the Treads. I mean, you've got a Coddle in your lane, right? So he's always going to be able to keep you topped up. Palos, his life's going to become a lot easier once he gets into the Vitality booster for the full Vanguard. Even not just against the DK, right? But the Nature's Prophet, the Treants, they're not going to be able to do too much against you. Doing a great job so far, though, of bullying him out of the lane.
I don't like the Treads. Your damage comes through from... I think he needs a Soul Ring. Your damage comes from Lim. I understand that, but okay. So you buff up the DK, but then Coddle can't use mana for his blast, and they nerf the Chakra a little bit, the mana being restored.
I think you're undervaluing DK's just really strong right click early on.
Top lane, Jikroy's in a bit of trouble. Shanks has still got the shackles. UK can cancel this, but they've already done plenty of... He's gonna go for a TP out. No way. Okay. Jikroy. A nice attempt, but it will be stopped in its tracks as Tina's got the spear bucket back up. UK is not going to be killed off, though. In fact, Ignite level 2. UK's... He should be able to get this. Shanks... No, never mind. It's not going to tick out. Meanwhile, solo kill from Among Die. Sonic Wave used. 2 points up in the Scream. Very nicely done.
So what I was saying before, like the DK's right click is just really good. You know, he's got a 15 damage advantage over the anti-mage. So if you can just make yourself attack even quicker, it's great, right? Like you kind of are happy contesting into this lane with the more points.
Tino's going to go down as well. Nice body blocks from Jikroy. He's playing this Nature's Prophet really well.
Make a fine humus.
Was it? It was Patriots that played the Lycan before, right?
No, Motivate. For sure it was KMP playing it.
Yeah. We haven't really seen him play too many other micro heroes, have we?
Yeah, no, not really, actually. I like what you mentioned about the Treads. I think also... But now you already see his transition to another item, so...
Thank you.
I can definitely understand what you're saying. I guess, like, Lim... He went back to base once, and... You're seeing he hasn't been forced back a second time. So this is 7 minutes in, and your sustain hasn't been an issue. So, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Is, I mean, I suppose he's going to be able to just go to the Dire secret shop, but he's got enough money to be able to buy the Vid boost
Oh,
now.
that's going to be a lot of damage on Vincenzo.
Dire's top
Couple more
tower
right clicks,
is under
honestly. Might tick out to the ultimate. They've got some TPs coming through. It's going to be the Shadow Shaman, Shanks level 4. Without the Mana Void, they're lacking some damage, but it's going to be plenty to get the kill. And now with the Wrath of Nature, they have to be cautious about the Nature's Prophet TPing in, but he will not follow through with that attempt.
Oh, it actually is.
Okay.
Jacko's down here.
Yeah, Palace's Blink still on cooldown for a couple of seconds. Going to try and get in the tree line, but still with the Blink on cooldown. That's going to cost him. So nicely done from Jikroy. Oh, Ember's coming. Uh-oh. Bob's got a double damage run as well with maxed out Slight. So Nature's Prophet. Top of the net worth. Giving over a lot of gold over to Bob. 247.
middle tower is under attack.
Did you call that a lot? I would honestly say that's probably underrepresenting it at this stage.
Lane Tino. Oh. No.
It's against a Blink hero. It happens. He had the ward up as well, so saw him coming from a mile away.
Were you expecting
Radiant's middle
Patriots to
tower
have
has been denied.
as good of a start as what they've had?
I was not expecting it. I will say that from the very beginning. I think Jikro's played this lane incredibly well on the top side. Of course, an Ogre makes it easier, right? But it just goes to show what having one of those last picks can do for you, right?
Yeah, and now Execration are playing with an anti-mage, which is a very fun hero to play with.
He's tried to get active, okay? You just can't do it against a DK. I will give Palos a pass.
Oh, it's the Vanguard Battle Fury.
Radiant's
You don't
bottom
exactly
tower
get a lot of
is
value
under
out of
attack.
Diffusal Blade this game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Bottom lane, Bob? The fact that they're just bringing Bob relatively low means he can't keep defending the tower. So a second objective claim for Patriots.
Okay, net worth lead as well. My points are in jeopardy.
Oh no, not the points. Shambles. Among Dire. First rotation of the game. The silence might be enough. Vincenzo's not going to tick out. Inside the fountain. Very nice read from the Death Prophet. Tino up top. Will end up ticking out though as somehow UK is already level 7. What do you know?
That's the advantage of having a Nature's Prophet, right? He can just go jungle while you to put a lot of pressure on the map. As yeah, there we go. There's the ignite onto the Shadow Shaman. Lucky he didn't get the double cask onto him to increase the duration.
Ooh, Veil. Sorry, keep going.
Sometimes oh, has he got Veil on Ogre? Love
Yep.
it. Sometimes I love just reading like item descriptions. Let's put it on hold for a second though, because oh, the Tumbler's toy! UK jumped outside of the arena. Oh, and the immediate tip as well. What a play. Yeah, just have a read of what Ignite says as the second sentence. The target is in immense pain, taking damage and moving more slowly. I mean, if I had a Molotov cocktail thrown onto me, I think I'd probably be the same.
Immense pain. I mean, you. What's the chances of living if you drop a Molotov cocktail on the dome of someone? I don't think it's high.
Immense pain is what it is.
Oh no. Alright, top tower. It's going to be under a little bit of pressure, but the little TP is in, and all of a sudden the Serpent Wards are just freely farmed, and the micro is not on point, putting priority on trying to do a little bit more damage instead of stopping Delor from freely farming. Are they actually going to consider this? Alright, they got Exo. The spear puts him in a very awkward position. Delor's even going to pop the Elder Dragon for me. That might not help you escape. Bob with another slight Delor. No way, not the ghost. Couple more ticks. Oh, it was way too close. What's wrong with Hero, man?
Don't you start.
Dude, nothing wrong with the Death Prophet. He's been nerfed. Leave him alone. Vincenzo's gonna... Never mind. Won't get another kill as Mamong Dire puts him firmly 6 feet under with a Sonic Wave. Beautifully done from the Queen of Pain.
Radiant are scanning.
To commit a Sonic Wave just to kill this damn DP. It's just way too much. But the plus side for Execration is Palace has had a little bit of time. Obviously doesn't need to go
It's bottom lane. Jikro's in trouble. Nice smoke from Execration. They had the Observer Ward by that bottom outpost. You'd love to give the kill to Palos, and he will get it. Back up the top we go as Bob.
Radiant's top tower is
It's going to be out of harm's way. Blast actually gets the tick damage, but still has a remnant to play with.
He's got the Orchid on the Nature's Prophet. I like it. You know, you need some sort of way to be able to get onto this Ember Spirit, to be able to get onto the Anti-Mage and take him out early on into the game while you still have the superiority.
Yeah, my only issue with Orchid is...
It's fine for a Nature's Prophet. It's bad for like a Puck and a Storm Spirit and this sort of thing, right? Because look what it does. It just does attack speed and damage, and that's what a Nature's Prophet wants to do. Even just for ratting and sieging towers, right? It's still fine.
The only reason why I'm hesitant on it, because the best position 1 Nature's Prophets I've seen of recently is Eastern Europe, and they are avoiding the Orchid. So that
I think it's very specifically for this hero matchup. Just like kill Anti-Mage before he can get Battle Fury is the name of the game.
I guess he can't show in lanes now because of this. Do you have Blink on? Yeah, you got Blink on the lull. You got to be pretty quick with the fingers here, Palos, and...
Dire's top
They're watching him
tower is
mid.
under
Like, you
attack.
see Mamang Dire's like setting up to be able to go in onto him.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures
Using the Wrath
are
of Nature.
fortified.
Pushes out the waves a little bit. But that's the thing. You could just stay farming inside your own triangle, be the safest hero on the map, and then still join into an engagement.
Yeah. I'm in agreement that it's a lot of value. My really only issue is, again, I'm looking at the Eastern European players, and...
Oh gods, okay. They can make mistakes.
Of course, they can make mistakes. But yeah, it's a very good Orca game until AM gets Manta. Just cancel Shackles, of course. A little bit of control on Ember. Like, he's going first item BKB, but Bob hasn't had the greatest game. So I think you just have to snowball with this item. Like, it's really off the back of getting kills. And of course, with all your towers opened up early, that will definitely enable pick-off potential. But you really, really have to continue snowballing. And they're in a great position on Patriots. 5,000 net worth lead. So they're in prime position to be able to continue this. But Execration definitely know their job this game is just make space for Palos, continue to play the side lanes, and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, when it gets later on, of course, Anti-Mage is going to come into his own, right? He's 4th on net worth, so not horrible. And he's nearly finishing up into that Battle Fury. He's going to have more points in the counter spell against heavy magic damage that you've got on Patriot's side. And you even have to consider 4 int heroes, right? So many great options to be able to... you've got good lockdown. You've got good silence already on Execration with the rest of your heroes. So quickly jump into a team fight. Mana Void, it's going to give a ton of value.
Okay, he's pushing very aggressively right now. I think the only real way where Execration going to think about hitting back, I think you wait for Blink on Tino. It's relatively close, nothing crazy. Although the issue with the Anti-Mage being so far behind, and same with the Ember, is like how do you give a little bit of net worth over to Tino? Like, Palos really needs as many camps as he possibly can get.
Yeah, I think they should know where this smoke is coming from the Patriots. Let's see, Vincenzo's the one to actually pop it.
They might just avoid this. Yeah, it's going to be the case. They're going to the right side instead, trying to get a kill onto Jicroy. Tino... Oh no, the Orchid's out. And now this is giving time for Dire to connect to bottom. Shank's going to block him in with a Serpent Ward. Tino has to drop the ultimate for the extra damage. I don't know if they get out with their lives. Tino's going to try and TP. No way they all get out. No way! Okay. Whew. Well, at least Tino makes it out though. So that's getting him closer to the Blink.
Yeah, it was UK that unfortunately spent about 3 seconds just running into the arena instead of taking a little bit of a wider berth. It was actually a really cool play there by Lim. He used the blinding light to push slightly closer towards the Ogre, so maybe he could have got the stun off, but he just took the really long way around. So yeah, that's the vulnerable thing, right? You have to be very careful about where you're farming on this Nature's Prophet, at least until you pick up the Blink Dagger. Sorry, the BKB for yourself, because you can get ganked.
As they're doing currently. How happy right now that a DP has 4 deaths.
Got the ward, did his job. No worries.
Right, okay. It's a very diplomatic answer.
Getting 4-staff as well on the DP. Makes sense. He's already got the fluffy hat. So going to be good for breaking things like the Sprout, being able to move people out of the Illuminate, maybe even dodge some of the Sonic Waves as well.
I don't know if they can defend bot. 10 seconds arena. They should actually have it up if everyone moves bot, but do you want to fight? Oh my god, Tino, that's so greedy. Wants to clear the creep wave and then somehow get away with his life, but that's not going to be the case as the Lil and UK wraparound stop that opportunity and secure the first tier 2 tower of the game, and now the outposts are open for grabs.
Ambitious is what I would call that. Very ambitious. Like you said, they're able to secure the outpost, really cement their control. I want to see some warding around this sort of area for Patriots, because you know that you're up against an anti-mage. Yes, he can farm on the top side of the map, but if you start to take these areas, which of course you're very capable of doing, right? You've got an Nature's Prophet, you've got a Dragon Knight. He'll need to try and be a bit more creative with the spaces that he farms in. So if you can look to get a little bit of map control, which they have, it's in an obvious spot, but it does still give you pretty good control over the Radiant jungle entirely.
Poor Vincenzo. It's a tough life when you're this far behind as a position 5. He gets a ward down at least that might be obvious though. There's kind of no reason for the Death Prophet to be... Please don't feed your choreo. There's no real reason for a Death Prophet to be in these neck of the woods unless you're dropping some wards down, so we'll see if they make that read or not for Patriots. Are they setting up top? Among Dire's good. UK behind him. Okay. Palace has got 2 points in a Mana Void. Oh no, UK beautifully done. Cancels the shackles and now Dire. They're instantly trying to move to top. They're going to be able to cancel the blink on Delu. Actually, it was already used, so wasn't able to close the distance. We'll be up in 2 seconds if he guesses correctly. He's on to Tino, but Tino himself has a blink available, so they are out of harm's way. And just, again, making a little bit of space. Palace instantly to bottom to try and keep up his farm.
Yeah, I mean, the ward that I was talking about before is just instantly removed by Vincenzo as well, right? Like, it was just in way too obvious a spot, especially considering Vincenzo literally just dewarded that area. So, I think that's a bit of a loss, but, you know, the fact that you didn't lose anyone top, a big win, and Jikro was still just farming the entire time. He's going to find Tino here.
Oh, he's going to go for TP out. They have a cancel? UK, is he going to be fast? Oh, no way. All right. Lack of stuns. Do you consider itemizing for this on Jikroy? I don't know if anyone else
Go
can.
into a cheap stick. After the BKB, why not? Still gives some pretty decent stats for an end hero.
Finders, keepers.
Yeah. Again, only concern if you don't get pickoffs then.
Look at UK after that failed gank. Queues up the Blink Dagger immediately. And like,
I don't hate it.
Want that to happen again.
Alright, they're gonna try and take a fight mid. They have all their ultimates. And observe what advantage. Shalor's gonna blink on top of the Shaman. This is gonna be a big ultimate from among Dire, just cutting the fight in half as Execration are now in trouble with Jikro showing up to the party. But Palace, that's a big kill. Palace gets the gold. Beautiful counterspell usage as well as the DK stuns himself. Yes, they get Vincenzo, but Palace at least steps in, gets a kill. They will, if you lose a tier 2, maybe it's not as worth it.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I don't think they're going to lose the tier 2. Palace still gets the big kill, right? Like, he claims a lot from Jikroy. 850 gold, brings him closer towards that Manta style. And, you know, you still probably are going to need to contest against this Nature's Prophet in the later stages of the game, right? He's going to be playing a little bit more of the rat style. He's going to be TPing around the map. He's going to be going for the rat pushes. So holding on to the vitality booster this game isn't even that bad, right? You're going to build into the Basher and then eventually the Abyssal Blade, which needs the Vanguard again.
I think about another fight. In fact, I'm going to smoke. Oh, Tino doesn't get the connection, but he does push him close to the Execration. Nice play nonetheless. There's now with the pickoff. Let's see what more they can get out of this. An instant hex to low jumps to the middle. The Dragon Knight's beefy, but the chain control pinning him to a tree as Palace is freely able to stand his ground and right click, and the finishing blow comes out for the Mana Void, and they're not done. Execration, they smell blood in the water. They'll be able to chase down Lim. Palos flies on over. You'd love to give the kill to the Anti-Mage, feeding everything to the carry, but Bob... Well, he's going to snag that one from downtown as he too is also needing some gold to complete the BKB. But wow, Execration at 3 for nothing.
Very happy to give that one over to Bob. Just, you saw how vulnerable he was, right, when the Orchid was used onto him. Himself in such a precarious position, needing to be this frontliner because Mars really only can do it once. He doesn't have the BKB just yet for himself. See, being a bit slower and caught up on the high ground as well. But he's just looking out, you know, enjoying the view.
Hands off keyboard, gives him time to have a sip of some water. They are about to have double BKBs on Radiant. Actually, sorry, Mars is still a bit weird, but Bob's almost got his, which is going to be very important for him. Gets rid of a lot of the... Well, they went double Orchid. Coddle's got one, Gosfurian's got one, and Vincenzo... Oh, they're smoking. Okay... I think they know what's going on. They're starting to TP to the tier 2 top, but there might be a... No, Brosh isn't falling that fast.
Vincenzo is able to remove that Observer Ward, though, so they've got good general vision of this area. Can use Spear for vision. They wanted to toss it inside, and that's exactly what he does. Jump
onto Tino. They're going to be able to bring him down before the arena. He might think about buying back to take the fight. It's very important to not give them a free Roche. Defensive BKB from Bob, the first one of the game. I don't think they can take this fight now without the Mars.
Doesn't exactly have a TP, a tower to TP2 that's super close by either. That double damage should be able to secure it for Patriots. You can't commit to this. You just can't.
You gotta get out now. You gotta get out. They want to fight. Vincenzo charges up the Exo, but without the control, Patriots can reset and think about doubling back. They feel like this. UK is very split from the team. Bob's gonna run that behind him, so this is easy pickings as Palace gets another kill to add to the tallies. Up to 5 now on the position 1 anti-mage. And he drops a sorry. Understandable.
It's a bit of a free kill, you know?
Yeah.
You love to get it.
Yes, sir.
Still, though, the lack of an Exo means, like, I don't want to say the damage is going to be lacking because you do still have Bob, 15-second cooldown BKB. They're making a smoke rotation here with just 2 heroes. I don't know if Tino and Shanks can do anything solo.
Oh, they might be able to cancel the TP. Tino's going to be able to do so. They don't have the B. Oh, the BKB actually is on Jikroy if he wants to use it for the first life. Illuminate, heal, and they don't have the damage. One more right click for the wards. No way. Jikroy gets out, but Bob's hunting. Does he want to go for another Remnant? In fact, the Remnants are on cooldown, so it's going to target an easy kill in the Coddle. Meanwhile, top lane, Palos. Instantly BKB off from among Dire. Palos, he blinked in. Manta style, can he get it off fast enough? Gets rid of the Shadow Strike, but now the Orchid's going to prove to be an issue. A defensive 4-staff. Orchid, is it going to tick him out? Not enough damage, goes to the north. Nice play from Palos, he's out of harm's way. And they will both make it. Okay.
Nice play from Vincenzo as well, the instant 4-staff, being able to create that space and even get away just through the use of the silence there.
Honestly doing a very good job on Execration though to stall this game out. There was net worth lead was really getting to a position where I was pretty worried for them early on, but clawing it back, it's still a 6,000 deficit, but they have wasted 2 minutes of this ages.
It's shortening as well,
yeah.
Right? Like it was so much more previously, I believe around 10,000 or so. So for them to cut 4 minutes off of net worth, sorry, 4,000 off net worth in the Aegis timer up until this point is a huge victory. Palos almost level 20 as well, so he's 3 levels ahead of his opposing core.
Jikroy just TP'd straight on top of Shanks. Oh, what is going on? Oh, Shanks gonna try and TP out. He might tick out inside the base of the Orchid. No, got enough heal back. So awkward. Top lane, Palos. Delu's got the first stomp. They need the second. UK's gonna step in, but a perfect timing of the counter spell. It might not matter though. Palos, he's slowed down thanks to the solar bind. Blink up to the north. Palos, he's got that 20 talent. Oh, the extra cast range, it's enough. And Palos, he'll taunt his way out. Wow, that's huge. 5 heroes TPing up there. Now instantly, mid shoved out. T1's gonna go down. Wow.
They were able to get a BKB charge out of the Nature's Prophet as well. I believe Tino tried to go onto him at bot lane before connecting up to top. Yeah, very nicely
Radiant's
done.
top tower
Able to
is
take
under
objectives. Net worth lead is
Radiant's
7k now, I
structures
suppose,
are
but
fortified.
I mean, to be able to avoid deaths, particularly on Palace, is a huge credit to him.
Among Die is going to run into Bob in the river. They really need Tino. Although Shanks, okay, they don't need Tino. They're relying on the Shaman, but UK once again cancels the shackles, and now DK is going to enter the fight. Bob's able to dodge the damage at the moment. Can they take this, though? They still have the ages advantages. Yeah, Radiant, you just got to get out. This is not a fight you're looking to take at this stage of the game, as they'll lose 2, but they will not lose anyone else. Tino.
Dire's bottom tower
Silver
is
Edge
under
now, though,
attack.
on your Nature's Prophet, so it's so much more deadly on Jik right now. We've seen a couple of times.
Tino, they're
these
going to find him in the
monsters
tree
all over.
line. Yeah. Jesus, what was that damage?
That is a Veil
Radiant's top
into
tower
a
is under attack.
multicast. 3 times multicast is what that is.
Solar Bind for good measure as well.
Dire's
Oh, the
bottom
magic
tower is under attack.
damage there.
Radiant's top
Alright, what
tower
is-
has fallen.
They've
Yeah.
got 40 seconds left on this
Radiant's
Aegis,
top
and you've got a
tower is
Silver
under
Edge.
attack.
This is tower starting to fall
Bottom
pretty
tower
quickly.
is under attack.
Don't need to go for the rat if you've got this sort of situation.
AM's very close to Abyssal. Oh no, it's only illusion, my friends. It's only illusion. And now how do you step in to cancel the shackles? Going in the DK's not easy though. 2,900 health and even the threat of the BKB, but AM's coming back. Still doesn't have gold for Abyssal. Oh, Delu's gonna jump. Where's the follow-up? The rest of the team haven't connected just yet once again as shackles, but it's on the Dragon Eye target. Tino. Oh, that's a beautiful arena. Onto the entry, the fight, but they're all burning. The Wrath of Nature's Mamong Dai jumps into the middle, but they're going to be cautious. Abyssal hasn't been used just yet for the anti-mage. Doesn't find a window of opportunity as Bob. He's got no remnants actually going to play aggressively, jumping in to secure the kill, but it means he cannot get out as Palos. He wants the Nature's Prophet, but BKB protects it for the moment. Now Palos, he's committed into the middle, forced off to reposition, but he doesn't have the counter spell as Palos doesn't have a buyback. Dead for 80. Tino's gonna jump. They get the speed connection, finally kill into Jikroy. Multiple buybacks from Execration. It's a heavy commitment out of it, but Mamong Daya, he stepped in. He's got the Sonic Wave back up and available. He'll find an opening, but they don't get the connection on Bob. So luckily enough, the Ember Spirit just dodges the last chance, but Bob still might tick out. One more step inside the base and he'll make it. Delo, he's in trouble.
Oh, Shags.
I don't
What a
think
player.
they'll get the Queen of Pain. Bob's got chains back up in a couple of seconds. BKB still on cooldown. Mamong Diet blinks to the north, but the slide in a couple of seconds. Bob will find him. It's a costly defense from Execration, but nonetheless, they do hold to see another day.
2 cores by and back. Not sure if that's worth the big kill sprees that you're able to achieve. Even losing, excuse me, the tier 3 as well as a range racks. But
They're going for this. Oh no,
I mean,
Bob.
Bob brought back.
Oh
Missed
no,
the
he should be able to
veil.
get BKB off. Okay, he's alright. Run, my friends. Actually, do they turn as soon as BKB expires? Oh, not a multicast. Bob! That's not a long distance with the Remnant. Shakes doesn't have the force as well.
1.
Bob's in trouble, man. This Illuminate's going to do a lot of damage. Bob, no! And now Jikroy's tipping to the back line. This is disaster for Execration. It's
Support
one
gaming.
more right click onto Shank. Support gaming indeed. But hang on, Palace. All right, the anti-mage is back alive. They got the detection.
Jikroy just got there.
Not enough to be able to protect himself through the BKB as Palace has shown up in full force. That is big.
Radiant are scanning.
Ooh, no, Vincenzo can't do anything to Lim. He's on his pony escaping. Give me your best Neil. Come on. Come on.
refuse.
Come on. Come on. That was horrible. What the? What? Oh my god, I wish I didn't ask.
Well, now you'll know. Never ask me anything.
Alright. Oh, I hope we never get Bloodseekers in our games. Can't roleplay a Bloodseeker.
I leave the Zoomer sounds to you. It's fine.
Are they gonna consider this? What was that? Okay, Palace, you're incredible. The counterspell is nuts.
Next Roshan could be the real thing that determines this game. And we've got a lot of buybacks missing, of course, on Execration's side as a result of that recent fight. Still going to be a minute 40 away, though. I kind of feel like Palace is okay with this. It'll allow him to get up into his BKB, maybe even hit the level 25 for himself. Honestly, both of those 25 talents this game are great. You know, lower mana void cooldown against 4 int heroes. All of the magic resistance you're able to get.
I lost. Don't go to your triangle. It's not safe. It's not safe. Don't do it. Okay, never mind. They're gonna smoke up. They have a good lane ward mid. It actually could be a decent spot for them to fight.
If they can find the coddle, that'd be huge, but he's under his own smoke right now. Bob trying to bait a little bit here. Smarter than that, though, on Patriots.
Bob is very close. I think you avoid fights right now if you're Radiant. You've almost got Aghanims on Bob. You've almost got BKB on Pelos. I don't think you try and force something at this stage.
That and level 25 is just so enormous.
Yeah. Do you think this is a game that Anti-Mage can take over?
Yep, absolutely. If he gets up to level 25, I think he can. He just needs to survive, and then just attacking is going to do enough. And you've already got Manta for that. You've already got Abyssal Blade, not just offensive, but defensive as well. And, well, double damage helps.
Alright, BKB's coming out. Ags on Bob. Yeah, this is definitely fight time. Unfortunately, I do not believe they have another smoke. So they're just going to have to brute force into the higher ground, which is very awkward with all the wards that Dire currently have. Well, a Scepter can definitely enable that. Keep in mind, Lincoln's...
They know Roche is coming soon, so they have to, like, make this play.
Well, this will give them an opportunity now to de-ward the area. So this is very important. This is almost like a power location. I don't know what you really call it. This is a really vital point to be able to control for this next Roche. Hang on, they're going to be cautious, though. Overstepping a bit too far is going to be Vincenzo. Now Tino might have to use a defensive BKB. As the Dragon's angry, wants revenge as Tino under the cover of the BKB. Duration might not matter. Yo. Palos? Is he going to stand his ground? He's got the double damage rune.
Oh, the Sprout talent!
Oh no, the Sprout talent on Palos! Oh no, what can you do indeed? 90 seconds, no anti-mage. Oh, that's no good.
And Roche is up. Do you go for the push? Do you go for the Roche? I feel like you take the safe route. Yeah, he's down for 80 seconds, but it's just so tempting to be able to get this away from them. Who would you give it over to? I mean, who can you still give it over to? Give it to the Ogre, surely. It's not broken anymore. For those that weren't aware, Ogre Shard used to just not work.
Nature never ends.
Among Die's got Lincolns. They're gonna see the spirits. Tino's gonna have to jump, but they're off timing. A BKB protects Mamang Die, and they gotta get out. You cannot stick around for this fight. You've mis-executed the start. There's no way you can turn this back in your favor. They'll kill the Ogre on the backline. Bob's still got plenty of remnants to play with. Gets the regen, gets out, but Nature's Prophet's teeping in. Yo, Bob. Oh my god. Shank's gonna go for his own TP out, and he will make it. Dude, they're playing with fire.
Hold on, let me have a look again. Where did the... Oh no, he's got the bottle back again. Bob didn't have his bottle for the longest time. I'm like, wait a second. You just drop it and kill it on the ground after he used that double damage titty on anti-mage. It's a carry thing to do, let's be real.
Bro, you have some absolute hatred for carries. It's not a carry thing to do. What are you saying?
It served its use to me. It's not useful anymore. Buy me more salves. That's what's in their mind. Just constantly churning through.
No, you want these bottles for late game. Alright, Pal's got 25, so went the Mana Void talent. 20-second cooldown, no on this. 16,000 deficit. What's the next item? It is... Oh, hang on, mid lane, Among Die. Nice speed from Tino. They popped the Lincolns. The Mana Void should be enough to blow him up. And he didn't have the Aegis, so now they can fight. Does he get a bash? Oh, of course he did. Of course Palos got a bash. So now it's going to be... Oh, buyback, okay. Among Die going to look to rejoin the fight. It's tipping to the outpost. The fire shield protecting the Dragon Knight for the moment. The Mana Void back up shortly. But the multicast holding Palos into place. It's actually going to blink on top of the Dragon Knight with a chain control. It's enough to get rid of him. Among Die is able to re-enter. Manta gets rid of the Orchid. They're going to try and turn to Tino instead. As Jikri and the Queen of Pain combined together. Bob, though, might be in trouble. Another Remnant. Oh, he's going towards an Nature's Prophet. Sprout's available. Can he land it? Multiple Remnants, and Bob will get out. Ooh.
I mean, again, the fact that they force a buyback into an Aegis just goes to show how effective Execration still are at team fighting. I want to say he probably wants to go into a Skadi after this, right? Just be that little bit tanky, so even if you do get caught, you're in an okay position. And, I mean, look at the cause he's up against, right?
Yep.
Ranged. Even the Coddle, just for being able to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Like you said, though, that's huge. Force a buyback on my Monk Die. You're wasting the Aegis time. Got 2 minutes left. You got the Hex breaks on Shanks, so that can help out for the Dragon Knight as bottom lane. They've got the outpost. They can TP down. You've got to get out on Execration. Are they baiting a fight? Pal's going to jump in. They want to fight. Again with the Mana Void. They might be able to deploy. Monk Die's going to be cautious. Ooh, Palos doesn't want to use the Mana Void just yet. Die's going to be aiming the back line. Lincoln's pop. He doesn't have to beat the moment. Monk Die gets it off for the last second, but meanwhile, Palos inside the middle. Force off, able to reposition. The blink out to the western side. Tino's going to try and turn it around. The double spear! Oh, Tino! That is huge, but where's the damage? Palos isn't nearby. Illuminate's going to look to heal up the Nature's Prophet for the moment, but he doesn't have the Aegis as they bring him down. I don't know if it's going to matter, though. Spear gives him enough breathing room as Bob is out. Vincenzo will not survive, but again, how are Radiant edging these victories?
Yeah, Palos was just standing there on the backlines because he got brought down really low at the very start of that, and he was wanting to come in, be able to use the Mana Void, but no one dropped low on mana. He wanted to be able to be the big difference maker, but he still gets out with his life available. I think this is a pretty good time to check some of those buyback statuses because they're pretty plentiful at this stage. It's actually going into the Lincolns on Palos just for a little bit more survivability. I don't hate it. Still feel like the Skadi would be really effective this game, but obviously he can look to go into that after, by selling the power treads or something along those lines after the fact.
Am I... How does this Sprout mechanic work with Lincolns?
Take that.
Oh, good question, because it is technically like targeting the person. That's actually a really good point. I think it depends if you ground target it or if you actually pick the person.
It's very difficult to ground target with someone in it, though. Like, you've got to be pretty on point with your clicking. In the middle of a fight, it's going to be difficult, especially if you don't see him have Lincolns.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% certain, so I mean, it's going to be exciting to find out. Alright, how close to 25s are we? Ember's the next closest, along with the Nature's Prophet, so having the remove cooldown is going to be big. Also, speaking about the Nature's Prophet, yeah, he's got the Revenant's... Actually, no, he still needs a little bit of gold.
We'd love to see it, though.
Yes, sir. New item.
What, trying to take out the DP, I'm guessing, through the Ghost Scepter? Speaking of DP, nearly level 20, so going to have that extra, you would assume, 400 health.
Does it amp up? What's it give you? 10... Oh, it gives you a lot.
True Strike, and it gives you the ability to hit Ethereal.
Yeah, I'm looking at stats as well. It gives you a lot better stats. Mid lane, they've got a really good ward to take this fight, but they are smoked on Patriots, so of course, under cover of the shadows, Execration have no idea this is occurring.
Radiant are scanning.
Palos, he's running under the ward. If they jump on Palos, this is all on Tino to counter-initiate. Ooh! Oh, that's too close.
That was actually cool by Tino. He was standing inside
they're in trouble.
trees just with his
They got the ward on the high ground. Tino won't be able to blink to start the fight now. Vincenzo now. Exo committed. They need to be able to cancel Shanks' shackles. They're able to do so with BKB forced early. Oh, they're looking at TP out. Shanks wants nothing of this. He's actually going to stick around. Palos going to jump straight on top of the Ogre Magi, but it's a BKB for the Ogre. Meanwhile, the backline, though, they're trying to deal with the Ember Spirit. It's a huge Sonic Wave, getting rid of the Mars. But where's the extra damage flop? They're trying to bring down Vincenzo. They're able to do so successfully. Actually, Ghost Scepter protecting for the moment. Meanwhile, Bob's in trouble. The blast with the help of Dyer gets the Ember Spirit kill. He's got to buy back, but you got to get out. Palos wants to go in, though. Look at him considering jumping. No
Stays low.
BKB on Palos. He's going to jump in. He goes with the bash. Link gets popped. The Mana Void. It's going to do so much damage if he can't get it off. He doesn't have an opportunity just yet. Palos needs the ultimate. He's going to drop. Oh my god. Palos dies. How did Patriots do it? They get the chain control. Now they're going to turn to Bob. But the Remnant's back and forth. Sprouts up in a couple of seconds now, but at least that's a dieback on Bob. But Palos is back alive. Dieback. They don't have the Nature's Prophet. Down for 100. Oh my lord, what is going on? Bobby almost turned it around solo, but in the end, Palos was able to rejoin them off the back of the buyback, but that was a hefty commitment.
I think that what happened was the courier got sniped. They had the Revenant's Brooch coming out to the Nature's Prophet. That's why he doesn't have the buyback right now. He'd spent all of his gold after this successful team fight.
Quick Roche or not?
Radiant's
Oh, that's not bad.
Quick.
That's not
There
bad.
we go. Another 4 staff. Very important this game. Just being able to kite out a lot of these, particularly the Ember Spirit locking you in place. But the big one for mine is going to come from the Shadow Shaman. He needs one just to be able to assist, honestly, both the Ember Spirit and the Anti-Mage even further.
Yo, AIM's got Witchbane now, which is actually pretty nutty versus Dire. Huh. That's going to do a lot of damage. The cleanse as well is really nice for himself.
4 Int heroes, right? You don't need to use the Manta or the BKB for Orchid. Also quite nice.
Okay, for Execration, I feel like their big window in fights is if somehow Shaman can get a full BKB shackles off and with Palos sieging someone down. Like, that'll be all their mana, and with a Mana Void, you should have enough to completely kill someone. We saw that last fight. They didn't have the potential to do so. We'll see if it's going to be the case this fight, though. No
They're
Bob.
roasting and they know
No
the
Bob.
smoke.
Dulul's
The
going to jump
dragon.
in, gives them vision, a BKB, but it's an early BKB from Dulul. The Anti-Mage brought back Price, so he's going to be cautious. Palos is still just targeting down Roche. Palos, can he get it? Hex going to buy him a little bit of time. Aegis snatched up from Palos. He needs to be able to TP out. He needs to blink out. The Sprout's not going to give him the capability. Sprout's back up shortly. Oh my god, not again. He makes it away, but he's on the high ground. Unfortunately for Vincenzo. Ghost Scepter will not protect him. I think the Shivas gave them vision. They know where Palos is, but he's able to blink away. Wait, Vincenzo's still alive? What the hell? Okay, well, he's killed off now. Meanwhile, the backline. Oh, Jikro finds another. Shanks is gone.
We'll have buyback, though. Every single person on Radiant that's alive has buyback. The ones that... Oh, sorry, that's dead has buyback. The ones that are alive don't. So they still have the potential for a 5-on-5 team fight, of course. Got Jikro just picking up a couple of bounty runes, making sure his team is capable of fighting.
They're going to jump straight on top of the Dragonite. Meanwhile, Bob's going to create chaos onto the backline. Trying to disrupt the supports, but he's got to be cautious. A BKB to protect him for the moment. Palos looking for an opening and finds it. Straight on top of the Keeper Light. The Mana Void. Massive amount to DPS. Now with the Arena. It's not enough control. May die, but the main issue is you haven't dealt with Palos. Now it's onto the Nature's Prophet. Jikro's in trouble. They have no way to be able to protect him. Jikro, no buyback. Palos, they might be able to do it. Now he's on top of the Queen of Pain. They've got no answers. Palos is doing it. And Spear gets both of them. No way. No way. Tino, you absolute beast.
Oh my god, how are they doing this on Execration? They're still 10k behind, man! They're still 10k behind!
Dude, this game is nuts.
Go for the rat. You can't even go for the rat play. I was about to say, before they broke out that team fight, like, do you wait for the Nature's Prophet to actually have this completed Revenant's Brooch? You know, the courier was going up in about 30 seconds, but, well, clearly they didn't. It's finally been delivered to him now when he's in the grave, but he still doesn't have buyback for another 100 gold.
Okay, real quick, I don't know who got Scepter or Refresher Shard on that Roche. I've got no idea.
AM got it. He gave it over to, I want to say, the Mars for that fight.
The what? Oh, Shard? Refresher?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're cutting waves as well, so this is huge. Palos gonna jump in. Oh, Palos. Bob's gonna follow chase. Buyback's still on cooldown, of course. And they're in. Dragonite's super beefy. They can defensive Sonic Wave. Palos has got to respect him. He's going to be in. Mamong Dire! If he gets bashed once, he's in trouble. But Palos doesn't matter. He's going to jump to Dulul and step with the BKB on cooldown. He's stuck inside the arena. Oh, no way, Dulul! Penalized the greedy play over positioning as Tino shows his cards. And a perfect arena. No buyback on DK.
Do they commit?
I don't think so.
Dire's
No, you gotta get out.
has fallen.
Yo.
Be careful about not losing too many people on the retreat. Jifgro's gone full rat.
Dire's courier
courier.
has been killed.
They're moving top.
Oh, they're trying to pick someone off here with the Blink Dagger freshly picked up.
If Chicory goes to the left, if he farms his camp, they're gonna see him. Oh, they're gonna see him now. Oh, they're opposite side of the map. Never mind. We're chilling. It's okay.
Things are coming though. Look at the Shaman. Look at Shanks.
He's hunting.
He's got his eyes locked in.
He's gonna go for the next camp. He's gonna go for the next camp. He's got buyback.
Oh, the sprout vision revealed.
Oh. Have we got gems?
Radiant are scanning.
You don't blind spear, do you, Tino? You're a madman to do it.
He's been on point so far.
Where are the gems,
Hopefully.
lads?
I don't know. It's a high pressure game, you know. We could afford to forget every now and then. Hopefully he remembers to disassemble the, or to unlock the vitality booster. You know I hate people that do that because fights are stressful. People forget. Especially considering he's got the refresher orb as well. Double Aeon Disc, double BKB, double Arena that, by the way, grants team 180 HP regen.
Alright, so Palace itemized into the butterfly. Keep in mind, though, the Nature's Prophet will have True Strike thanks to the Revenant's Brooch. So whenever he gets that active...
Warriors of the
If he uses it on him, he might be looking to
is true.
focus down this pesky DP, though.
When you get your Witchblade passive proc, though, that is True Strike, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
But it's one.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I don't think you're going to be killing an anti-mage with Battle
Hey,
Fury.
yeah.
Butterfly. Level 29. He still reached that extra 20% counterspell magic resist as well, which is pretty key. What do you even buy after this for Palace? Honestly, do you just get a shard now? I would.
selfish.
Just even more reduction? And for people close by? I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I don't see why not either.
It's an aura. Like, what's bad about giving your team magic resist against a 4-int lineup?
Yeah, no, I don't see why not.
Dire's bottom
Trying to see if there's anything else crazy. Bob's got a refresher. Vincenzo at level 25, so he's got the spirits. Tino, of course, well, he's got refresh orb. What about Dire? What do they got? Among Dire is going for his own refresher. Spell Prism on him.
They've got ratting in their sides as what they've got. Top lane constantly being pressured in here by among Dire. Of course, anytime a poor team fight happens and you're able to interrupt TPs, Jikrai can go for that full rat. You've got no outer towers remaining.
Dude, there's only 2 buybacks available. Well, Palace actually, his time is going to tick over shortly in a couple of seconds. And Ember just needs 150 gold.
They're gone high ground though. Mass Serpent wards.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Not quite yet that level 30 though. Of course, Ember Spirit can, I was about to say, can rejoin at any time. He's got buyback available now though on Ember, so it's rough. Like there's no way for you to rejoin the rest of your team till he's got those like boots of travel or something like that.
Both sides have very aggressive wards. Yo, alright. They're going back to the triangle. This lane ward's gonna see Vincenzo. A good target to be able to bring down.
Now buyback for 2 minutes.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to be on point with the jump. Oh, they're off the mark. Lotus Orb was unfortunately still on cooldown. Dude, they blew him up. They're instantly TPing top, so you got to get bottom shoved out if you're Radiant.
Force them back.
Yep.
Well, that's what Jikrai's just doing. He's just coming back anyway. Palace is level 30 though. Holding on to 7,000 gold.
Guy's rich.
I mean,
buy the shard. I know you're going to say it.
these items that you're dropping, like I guess BKB, drop it for Satanic. Or not drop it, backpack it.
Nah, what do you mean drop in the middle?
You're not getting rid of a Battle Fury against Nature's Prophet.
Could consider backpacking it as well.
I guess.
The 60 damage is a lot, honestly. They are coming bottom. Hang on. What's going on?
He was in the trees to the left-hand side there where Mars Korea is.
They're coming bottom. Oh, they're tipping straight into Shanks. Bob's got to get out. Joel, they push Shanks away. Bob's out to the south. Among Dire. Pops the first
He'll get out.
Linkens. Oh, they're TPing over. He's gonna follow in the chase.
Oh.
Dude,
Oh,
what is
Jacro nearly
going
found him.
on?
I mean, it does limit his teamfight effectiveness for the next engagement, though, right? Like, he just used, what, 4
Oh,
remnants?
they gotta get these wards, man.
Finders, keepers.
Vincenzo's had a gem queued up for a really long time. I think someone bought it? Yeah, you've got it on Tino.
Oh, yeah, true.
There you go. Oh, come on. It has an active Tino. I know you're sorry, you know. Come on, man. There we go.
Someone has to tell you, like, come on, Tino, man. Come on. You know better.
Come on, now check the other cliff. Come on.
Oh, no.
Wait.
You'd hate to lose the game. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Tino's kind of stuck here, and he can't get down. They're coming outside the base to fight, Mamong Dai. He's jumping straight into the middle, but the backline's the issue. You need to
Shadow
protect the
Strike's on him
Shaman. They won't be able to. It's a huge man avoid in the middle, though. Palace trying to target down the Keeper of the Light. They're able to bring him down. Now they're turning to UK. This is a good start for Radiant. You still got to respect the control from Jikroy, but it's down the bottom of the secret shop. They're not
just
targeting
ball-walking.
Palos. The Dragon Tail's there. Is the control and the damage enough to bring down Palos? They don't have the damage. They don't have the damage for Palos. He can stand his ground. Jikroy's protected for the BKB, but he's doing minimal damage at this stage of the game. Well, hang on a second, Anti-Mage. There's the one stunt. They need the follow-up. Is the multicast going to be enough, Palos? He's trying to blink to the region. He won't be able to reach it, though. Oh, no. Okay, they get the Fury on still. A 4-on-3.
10. Man, Tino, it was like polar opposites in that fight, right? Messing up the gem, getting stuck on the high ground. It was the AoE Shadow Strike that was actually ticking onto him on the high ground. So he was forced to BKB just so he could blink down. Previously, I think he had the spider legs, but not anymore. But then after that, just his presence in the team fight against a Nature's Prophet, a Dragon Knight, a Queen of Pain, all he needed to do was put up the bulwark, and so much of that damage was just redirected right onto him. It was really cool play from him.
Interesting. Nature's Prophet has a blink. So I think the play for Dire, because you've got a Hex coming out shortly for the Queen of Pain, is you blink, because Quap cannot really block the link, pop the Linkens with Shadow Strike. It's too much of a charge up. So I think it has to be a simultaneous jump with the Fury on and the Nature's Prophet. Oh, sorry, and the Queen of Pain.
Check Roche. See it's up.
Shard, Blessing. Love to see it.
Yeah.
Attack.
Who doesn't have Aghanims on Dire? Not pretty much everyone.
Who should give this to? I honestly wouldn't hate it on the Prophet this game. The Aghanims.
Yeah, I was considering
For
it.
a root against Ember and Anti-Mage.
Sure. Man, you could really consider everyone. Like, you got control through the Will-O-Wisp as well, but I guess they've got BKBs. They're coming out. They don't have Anti-Mage still. Dylan's gonna jump. Again, they're on the Shaman. The control is so vital to the team fights. Lotus Orb, not enough to protect. They gotta get out, though. Tino slowed. Meanwhile, in the middle, they even blow up Vincenzo with a Sonic Wave. What do you know? The course is a goddamn double damage rune. Why not?
Why not? Jikroy, of course, able to just instantly get back, push out the waves, and move on forward. It was the Queen of Pain that quickly chomped up the Aghanim's Blessing, by the way, so she's going to be just so much more active as well. Not a slave to cooldowns at all with the removed TP cooldown on the Nature's Prophet. It's really only the Elder Dragon form that you're concerned about at this stage. Even then, 40 seconds downtime.
No one wants it. Who doesn't want double
Waiting for
damage?
the right time, you know.
Ah, okay.
They know Shaman doesn't have buyback.
Palos. This is a crazy play. Like, where do you blink to? Where do you blink to? You never know where they are. It's Prophet's... He's really close to joining. Palos. Oh no, they get the stun for the blinding light. Way too close for comfort, I tell you what.
It's popped. It wasn't the Sprout that did it either. You could see Jikroy was waiting. He was constantly channeling the Sprout.
Dino's gonna
animation.
jump. Palos gonna be able to follow suit, but it's onto the Dragon Knight. The tankiest hero out of them all, but they want to take him out of the equation. But the Mana Void is doing minimal damage, so Delul's still healthy. Mamong Dai has got a second round of the Sonic Blade, but off to the side. No, the Sprout Leash. It's onto Bob. They're able to break it. Remnant to the north. Bob protected for the slide. Is out of harm's way. Another Remnant. No way. Bob gets out, but it doesn't matter because they're onto Tino. He's got a buyback. He's able to rejoin.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Palace, he wants to jump. Manta's gonna protect him for the moment, trying to target them down. It's a decent ultimate now with a spear. Again, Tino clipping onto two. Mamung dies in trouble. He's got the Aegis. They're gonna be able to kill him off, but he gets a blink, so he's gonna die outside the base. Bob, instantly, they're trying to target Jikroy down. They know the Furion's vulnerable. No one can protect Jikroy. There's no bodyguards for their Nature's Prophet. He's gonna stand his ground and do as much damage as he can, but it doesn't matter. Jikroy is gone. What did they get out of it, though?
2 buybacks.
Finders,
It's pretty decent, right? Being able to get, again, Tino and Bob buyback. And Palace actually spent that entire fight with BKB unavailable. It was on cooldown, but it was in his inventory with the Battle Fury backpack. That's the sort of, like, those small little decisions, right? In the heat of the moment, you can end up forgetting about. But we might be even getting to the stage of tier 5 items here.
They keep trying to make this play to... They obviously feel like Dragonite is one of the most important heroes to bring down at the start. I don't think they kill him, though, without the Hex Breaks on the Shaman.
Yeah, you need Hex Break, and even then, like, you've got Trickster's Cloak, you've got all this evasion coming through.
Vincenzo,
MKB.
He does have buyback available, so at least not the worst target to be picked off.
Tis mine.
They're going to drop Serpent Wards inside the base, maybe get a range Rax.
Dire's middle tower is under
The
attack.
gem as well, though.
They've
Be
got the...
careful with where you're running. Tino, don't want to use phase boots to trap
Bro,
yourself.
Tino.
Dire's bottom barracks
The
has
balls on this guy. Palace is going in as well. I mean, I guess there's 2 heroes dead. Oh, they're going to jump. Oh, Lincoln's the double spell block. And now Deluzin. Again, they're on the Shaman. They need the Hex Breaks. Abyssal Blade's going to buy him a little bit of time. Shanks is able to reset his position. Now with the BKB, they're targeting the backline though, Bob. Creating chaos. He's trying to target down the Keep of the Light, but the respawns are coming up shortly. They've got to respect this.
They got the Hex.
Palace is falling low, but they're onto the Dragonite. He's going to drop. He's got a buyback available if required.
Won't have Dragon Form.
Oh no, Bob's got out in the Sprout. Bob might be in trouble. Can he get the BKB off? Once again, the chain control. Bob doesn't have a buyback. Anti-Mage is in trouble as well. He too just gets a BKB. The last second, no, the Sprout. This goddamn Nature's Prophet. But the Satanic is going to buy him a little bit of breathing room. Tino to the safety. Tino to the rescue, but it might not be enough. One after another, the chain control flying out in quick succession. Tino will just make it. What is this game?
Instant buyback coming out as well from Palace. Just wants to make his presence known on the map. Buy the shard, my man. You don't have buyback. You gotta get the most out of your inventory. You're basically 7 slotted. What did he say? He sold the Battle Fury. So he's not even able to super effectively deal with this split push anymore.
Oh, no Bob for 80 seconds. You got Glyph though.
How do you deal with these creeps? Like, it needs to be Mars, basically.
Or you need the Scepter on Shanks. You need that split shot, baby. They're brute forcing down this lane. Tino has to, if they win this fight, it's on Tino.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's
Serpent
middle
Ward's up again.
has fallen.
BKB still 5 seconds away for Palace here.
Jikro's got a rapier queued up. Not that they need it. They're in. Oh no, the Hex is out. Lotus Opera protected for the moment. There's Tino. Oh no way. He gets Arena onto fire. Palace is going to blink into the middle. They're targeting down the Nature's Prophet. Tino just won in that fight. Tino might have just done it. Palace going to be cautious still. Now they're turning. Dragonite in trouble. Refresh is going to be popped. Palace, what a beautiful counter spell. They get the stun. Speed connection once again. Palace going to try and step in among Dire. He's losing mana. He's losing health as well. They might be able to get the Queen of Pain off the back of the Mana Void. He's falling low, but the chain control, that should be it. No anti-mage for this game. The supports, I don't think they can do it. Bob's up in 10. Vincenzo oversteps the boundary. Shakes is going to join him 6 feet under. It's Delul ends this game with an ultra kill. Onto the tier 4 as they go. It's Bobby. No way. Remnant in and out. Get the Queen of Pains. Gonna turn to Lim. Orchid. He didn't get the BKB off. The chain control should be there. I don't think there's gonna be opportunity for the BKB. It doesn't look like there is, and that's it. What a game. 60 plus minutes, and Patriots, they've been able to book their ticket into the playoffs with this 1 map victory. The last map to close out our day, our 3rd final day of phase 2.
Oh my god. That's probably you got to earn it if you're able to make it in, and by God, did Patriots earn it. Much better laning stage than we saw in game number 1, where they got absolutely stomped. This time around, they were essentially leading from start to finish. You know, some shaky moments, some clutch plays coming out from Tino towards the end there, but just going that little bit too deep. The Sprout talent, man, it's a busted talent. Just being able to go through the BKBs, it's against these heroes like the Anti-Mage and the Ember Spirit, way too strong.
Oh, dude, what? Where do you even start with a game like that? Like, where do you actually start? What do you talk about when a game was as chaotic as what it was? Execration had 45 kills. Patriots had 63. We had 108 kills.
I think we can talk about Mamang Daya that game, as well as Jikroy. You know, Mamang Daya, 19, 5, and 29. Just huge kill involvement for his team. Most damage done. I was about to say by far, but the DK and the Nature's Prophet did their fair chunk themselves. And I thought in particular, Jikroy, yeah, he died a few times throughout the mid-ish game, but laning stage, phenomenal. You know, just lots of little body blocks coming through, making the most of the Ogre Magi pairing, and really came in clutch when he needed to. Just that final decision making as well, right? Being able to go for the top set of racks, create a little bit of panic in Execration, and it didn't even right-click a lot of that last team fight, to be honest, onto heroes. The rest of his team was able to clean it up.
Yeah, like you said though, in the end, the level 20 talent for the Nature's Prophet, the Sprout Leash, it did so much work. There were a couple of times where the 4 staffs were coming in clutch, but when you're 60 minutes in, your 4 staffs sometimes start to get backpack. We saw that was the case for Mars, and what a game for Patriots to be able to take it in the end, and what a game to be able to close our night on as well. I mean, we had some really crazy start to our day, and then kind of tailed off towards the end, but then with a game like that to end it, that's exactly what you want to finish the night on.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've used buyback and it's an all or nothing push, just buy everything you can. Buy the shard, chat. You got to do it. But at the end, Shanks, he didn't have a 4-staff of his own. Could that have been the difference? Maybe, but we'll never know. Patriots securing their lower bracket finish into Phase 3, so I'm sure they're going to be very excited about that, which means that I believe it's only Lil Gun and Motivate Trust that are in the danger area now. Execration still need 1 game to secure an upper bracket berth for themselves.
I think Neon are in trouble as well, because Motivate have 2 series left and Neon only have 1. So Neon is still in a position where they can be eliminated.
Who are they playing?
Neon are playing Army Geniuses, which is not easy at all. But I think if they also get 1 map, then they... No,
I think they need... 6 is safe, basically.
Yeah, you're right. You are right.
So,
wow. Okay, well...
Not Neon yet.
Yeah, that is our 3rd final day done. We've got 2 more days left of Phase 2 action. Tomorrow, we're going to have Lil Gun against Motivate, and that could definitely determine who is eliminated that series in particular.
Oh, yeah.
Second up is then Execration versus Army Geniuses. That's going to be important as well to determine the upper bracket seeding. And then Polaris versus NGXC. The top dogs first. Well, they're both tied first place. So that's a hype
Good
day.
day for 3 different reasons, rather. And, well, Aries, we've been doing this for quite some time now. How many hours is that? 7, I think we're approaching. And I think in that last game, you woke up half your neighborhood. It's 2 a.m. here for us. But well-deserved rest. Rest your throat, because we've got a long day of Dota ahead of us. 2 days left of this Phase 2 for the BTS Pro Series.
Not much rest. I'll be up in 4 hours of work. That's okay. The grind does not stop. What are you giving me out for?
I'm sure you'll find time to go to gym as well. You know, pump some iron, lift 300 kilos. And,
300, let's go, baby. Pump me up more, hype me up more. I love to hear it. But we are done and dusted for the BTS Pro Series 11. An incredibly exciting way to close out the night. Like we said, we have 2 more days of group stage action. Tomorrow, we're going to be kicking off at the same time, 5 p.m. Singapore. We hope to see you all there for some more crazy C action.